Hi Ren.
Hello.
Hi. Your father also likes music and he plays music too. What music did he play to you when you were a young kid?
My dad didn't really play to me, but we used to have parties at my mum's house and he used to come round and he used to just do requests. But it was mostly like, he used to do this song called Alone Again, and it's the most depressing song in the world, but I used to love it even when I was like 7. I used to like sit in the corner of the party and like get emotional at the song. Who sang it? What's his name? I can't remember his name. Okay. It's called Alone Again.
Alone Again. And any other artists that he played that you liked?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Don Mclean made a massive impression on me. No one's really into him, but I used to be obsessed with Don Mclean. And then his voice and the way that he sang and his guitar playing, it was just different. It wasn't like a lot of the other, just wasn't like anything else that I'd heard. It was so pure. And as soon as I moved out, I got a vinyl player, and the first thing that I bought was American Pie, which was Don Mclean's album. Yeah, I think he's pretty underrated. Yeah. You know, like, I think Vincent's like an all-time classic song. So
how come he's underrated, you think?
Underrated? Why? Yeah. I don't know, because apparently he was supposed to be like the next Elvis, but I don't think he was sexy enough.
So maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Okay.
Did
your father write his own songs too?
Yeah. Yeah, he wrote loads of songs, but my dad's always been very self-assured, so even from when I was really little, he used to tell me that I was a genius, and he used to tell me that he was the greatest singer-songwriter that's ever been on the planet, and also that he was the most handsome man that's ever been. So yeah, he had like big opinions of himself, and when you're little, I used to think, wow, my dad's the best singer-songwriter in the world, that's amazing. But then I got a bit older and I was like, yeah, so he had like big opinions of himself, you know. But yeah, I mean, he's a good writer, like, he used to write a lot of sort of jokey songs as well, like rude songs and stuff. He used to play
is there one song that you say, well, that's pretty good song that he wrote?
He's got a few. Like I think he might be like, he made a vinyl years ago, and the thing with my dad is he didn't have the strongest voice, but it used to make me feel a bit uncomfortable because of the emotion that he put into it. Yeah. It was like very heartbreaking to listen to, especially as it was my dad, you know. Right. I used to think, God, what's this guy been through? Because you can hear it.
But did you ask him?
Well, he's quite elusive, my dad. Even though he's quite a mystery to me, even though he's my father, like. Yeah. He'd just sort of turn up every couple of months with a massive bag of sweets and sort of tell everyone at the party about these adventures that he'd been on and stuff. Or he'd just turn up with like no shirt on and a cowboy hat and be like, way! You know, it's just like a bit mental. Yeah.
So, what does he do now?
He's a bit preoccupied at the moment. He lives in Salford, which is where I'm from. He just sort of hangs around, like, I don't know. Okay, you don't know. I don't say anymore.
When did you pick up an instrument yourself? What age were you?
Well, I always wanted to play the guitar because my dad played the guitar, and I used to try and copy what I'd seen him do. But really, I'm still learning how to play the guitar now. You know, I've just started really trying to teach myself and discipline myself because I want to be amazing, and I'm really, really annoyed that I'm not amazing. Because in my head, I'm like an amazing guitar player, and then I start playing, and I'm like, oh. I get dead annoyed and impatient. I just want to be good now. But yeah, so, and I also feel like I was meant to play the piano, but I can't play it yet. One day I will. And
well, you write your own songs. How do you write your songs then?
I'd say it's different every time, because the most enjoyable time when I write is by myself on my laptop, because I can type really fast and I don't like my handwriting, it puts me off. So I usually just sit in my laptop really late, about 2 or 3 in the morning, when it's really quiet. and you're in that kind of weird mood because it's dead late, and just type, but don't look and don't think about it, and just listen to other stuff, but just type, and then before you know it, you've got like pages of stuff. It's quite therapeutic like that. And then when you look through it, you see that, oh, that's quite interesting, that'd be good in a song. I don't like to consciously try and write a song because I don't like the pressure of it. I prefer to just go, get everything out of your brain.
But do you also write the melodies of the songs? Or?
I tend to just, I'm not really one of those people who sings when other people are around. So like, it's usually when there's no one in the flat. Yeah. And I'm by myself, and I'll just sort of like fly around the flat with a Hoover. Yeah.
Just like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the first song you wrote? Did you?
I think it was probably Through the Night, like with Jimmy, my producer. But it first got started with this guy called Chris O'Neill, who's a friend. Yeah, that's probably the first thing that I properly wrote on, that got on the record, like. But before that, I just used to sort of sit in my room and try and write Dolly Parton songs. But I'd like die if anyone heard them.
But why? Why her songs?
I just got a bit obsessed with her when I was about 16. I was like, oh, I don't know. Again, it was that purity in the voice, like Don McLean. Just honesty, like there's no like bravado. It's just honest, you know. So yeah, I got a bit obsessed with Dolly Parton. I think she's amazing.
What's her best song?
I mean, there's loads, but obviously like Jolene's a landmark, but I don't know, I think it's just the melodies and things like that, just because like when you're a singer, you're always searching for interesting melodies and stuff because you get a bit bored otherwise. So it was just a different style, because I think in the charts it was also like vocal acrobatics, you know, all up and down, and it just annoys me. Like I think sometimes like when like say the likes of like Christina Aguilera doesn't do all that, she's got a beautiful voice. Yeah. So I was just looking for different kinds of stuff.